I'm just noticing my latency mark down here isn't right. I mean, we're holding steady right now. We're up. We're live. And it dropped right out. As soon as it connects to YouTube, it drops. Okay. It's like as soon as it connects to YouTube, it shits the bed. Oh my god, I fucking hate this shit. Fuck! Technology is trash, my friend. It's probably still as bad as the last stream, man. Oh! I thought Ro is a mod. It's probably on Runs on Water. It's a mod. Oh, man, this sucks. Why do I deserve this? Why do good people deserve to suffer? Now you got a wrench, so be quiet. Jam, say Ro Shorts when you see this. I'm seeing Ro Shorts. I see that he said I removed him as mod. And, he's lying. I did not remove... He's mod on his other account, not this one. But now he's mod on both, so boom. Jam, I'm an OG fan. My name is Brandon. I don't remember you, but let's go, Brandon. Equip, we are like on a super long delay right now. So when I see this, I'll say hello. Hello, Blizz. I'm sorry for all the YouTube notifications if you have those turned on. I'm sure none of you do. Who the hell is... I can't chat in chat and I'm sad. Who the hell are you? I can't chat in the chat and I'm sad. I don't know who you are, brother. Somebody DM me on Discord. Somebody DM'd me on Discord and said, I can't chat. Hold on a second. Discord. I'm such a bad streamer nowadays, man. Remember when I used to be a good streamer when I streamed all the time? I actually knew what I was doing. He said, I can't chat in the chat and I'm sad. Who are you? You want a skin? A while ago. L chat. Blizz the goat. Alright, so I see my on-screen chat still isn't working, which is very concerning. Oh, you know what I need to do? I think the problem is this needs to be updated. Copy. Paste. Okay, is it working now? I have no idea why this isn't working. Oh, my life sucks. What's up, guys? Black Lord plays. Hello, hello. Chatting the chats. Blizz, hello. I said hello to Blizz, right? Yo, Jam, is it okay if I DM you on Discord? Yeah, go ahead. I will leak all the DMs on stream live here on youtube.com. All right, so I think we're gonna have to live with the 30-second delay or whatever it is. It's not. I guess it's not as bad as the second stream, but I think we're just gonna have to live with it if we're gonna keep streaming. I thought I would be a penguin. Break stars. So, guys, let's talk about the world and what's going on. Okay. So, as you know, there was an update, right? And so the thing that's going on right now is that Oh, that's live chat. So the thing that's going on right now is that there's stuff going on the YouTubes, all right? So if we go and we search Kairos Times, Kairos, code Kairos in the Brawl Stars shop. If we go to Kairos Times YouTube page, he did this video right here. Now, this seems like I would be copying him at this point if I go to my YouTube page, raspberryjam.com. Raspberry Jam Brawl Stars. So if we go, damn it, Raspberry Jam Brawl Stars. Imagine not being subscribed to your own channel. Anyway, if we go to my community post that I've been trying to be better about. In case you care, Chromatic Brawlers, just trying to stay busy. I know I said it, right? Maybe I didn't say it in community posts. I've been thinking that I did want to start a new account and try out the new progression system for myself because I would like to judge it on my own. But now that Kairos Time has done it, and I want to say a couple other people have done it, I'm not 100% sure if they've done it or not. But now that a couple people have started this, I don't know if it's worth me going out and doing. Jam, I sent you a DM, such a long name. Did I show my stream key? Oh. Oof. Steal it. Do it, it's fun. Just do it if you want your content. That's true. I could do it for content. Like, that was the main thing, right? You showed your stream key? Fuck, man. I'm such a bad streamer. When did I become such a bad streamer, boys? Continue the Iron Man challenge and cry and get mad. Here's the problem. The Iron Man challenge is kind of dead, though, because now you're forced... The thing about the Iron Man challenge now is that you're kind of forced to, You're kind of forced to unlock brawlers now, because when you get to that threshold of unlocking brawlers, you don't have a choice in claiming the brawler or not. So if you're collecting credits and all that, can you guys just like not steal my stream key? All right, you're not. It's not like you get anything from stealing my channel. They should not let you show your stream. No, it's not. No, it doesn't show your stream key. You guys are full of... You guys are capping. Look. I'll even show it right here. That's brawler scene. Browser scene. Look, it doesn't show your stream key. If I press this button right here, it will. Look, I'll even blow it up for you guys. I got no balls. Or I got balls. Look at this. Look, see? There's no... It doesn't show the key right here. This is the stream key. You guys can't see it. It's all asterisks. Cap. Full of cap. Cap. Press it. He said press it if you have no ball. If you have balls, press it. You guys are cap. All right. So what do we want to do today? So the other thing. Here's the other reason why I'm hesitant about jumping on the new account train. He also has this video up, which I kind of want to react to, but I don't know if it's worth it. Last time I reacted to a Kairos Time video, I got 1,000 views on it, which is very solid for my channel, obviously. So I don't know about... kind of want to react to this guy. This one right here. The best and worst brawler for every rarity. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to do some React, Andy? Do you want to start a new account? Do you just want to do some random-ass trophy pushing? I got dims. Why are... Oh, my God. What the fuck? Bro. Pyro. Why? What are you doing, bro? Anything? Also, is the music too loud for you guys? I'm a bad streamer now, so I need to verify if music's too loud or not. Ninja Hero 189. Yo. No, music's not too loud. We can't hear any music? What do you mean you can't hear music, you sons of bitches? I told you I'm a bad streamer nowadays. Can you now? I've always had issues with Wavelink. I've always had issues with it. You should probably be able to hear it now because Wavelink is stupid. I'm going to say mean things about you on Twitter. Stubb's back. Oh, Stubb, what up? What did you call me? Imagine going on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Shadow said, Jam, can you shout me out? I need subs. What? Bro, I have fucking 300 subs. What do you mean, Mr. 400K? You shout me out, mother. Mr. Shadow, you shout me out, okay? It's very quiet. Does it need to be louder? I think I need a shout out. Blizz Brawl Stars. Amber Streams 2. The Amber Stream subs 2.0. I don't know what that means. We didn't get subs from the Amber Streams. Just the short. I need your 300 subs to finally get the creator program. Damn, you're close, man. Just keep grinding. What changed about him? Who? Oh, guys, when I left, Otis was trash, but apparently now he shreds people, dude. He does a ton of damage. Plus, they made it so Super does damage now, too. Now Super poisons people. You can't attack. He does a ton of damage up close. He's just really good. My brother in Christ. Ninja Hero, how do you know I have pets? Who are you, bro? I don't remember you. Brandon. Why do I not remember Brandon? My family and pets are doing well. Thank you. Otis is almost the best brawler now. Otis OP. All right. I'm debating if I want to do React Andy or not. I feel like we should. Only problem is this video is what? Right now this video is 2 days old. Browser Steam. Right now this video is 2 days old. And by the time I get it done, it'll be like 4 or 5 days old. That does give everybody a chance to watch it. So I'm not like stealing content. And last time I reacted to Kairos Time videos was here. And I got 1.3K views. Does seem like good. It does seem like good YouTube farming. Do it. Do it. Excuse me, being a bad streamer. Stonks, Pams say do it. All right, React Andy time, boys. All right. Oh. We want to do an YouTube intro? I don't know why chat isn't on screen, and it really bothers me. Let me try relaunching this one more time. I want to see if I can fix this stupid chat. It's not that bad. I haven't watched this yet. Reactor, you're a bad streamer? You guys are savages. Copy. Paste. Okay. Thoughts on new progression system now that it's out and what to do? All right, so stop. My big issue with the thoughts on the new progression system is chromatic brawlers suck. To force free to play players to be behind by 3 seasons all the time really sucks. And even for like players like me who I skipped a season. I didn't get Sam before they updated the new system. So I didn't get Sam before, and now I'm stuck for 3 seasons without him. Which, I mean, it doesn't really care. I think that it doesn't really matter. I think that Sam's kind of like a mid-brawler anyway. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have him, obviously, but it doesn't seem like it's like he's a must-have. But it's just annoying to not have, I don't know, for me, who's almost always had all the brawlers, I just find it very weird. Like, I find it annoying. Streamlabs chat not working. Yeah, I'm logged into the same account. I know I am. So weird. It bothers me that chat's not on screen. I wonder if there's another site I can use for chat. Streamlabs OBS. Do I use Streamlabs OBS or is it just Streamlabs? They made it so you had to pay for part of it. And ever since then, it hasn't really worked that well. All widgets. Chat box. What if I go through and delete chat from everything? Chat. Delete. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with my computer. We're gonna delete the chat box entirely. Remove chat. All right. Now, Chunky 24. Launch, copy. Launch. And browser. Call this one chat. Paste. Okay. Yeah, it's still not working. It's like it's not reporting it to OBS or something. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. How does one do the streaming thing? You know, one thing I could do? I could just cheat and just, although I don't think that's gonna work, right? If I do this. Window capture. Yeah, that's just gonna put chat up there. No! Get that out of here. How about we learn how to do chat? It should just be copy and paste that key right here. Chat, URL, copy this, paste. All right. I think it will take longer for Brawl Stars to reach its second coming. It's definitely more popular. Hi, Pasta. Jimmy, we're going to... Everything. Jam everything. I use OBS Studio. Streamlabs is such an L. Streamlabs is bad. What should I use? If Streamlabs is bad, what should I use? Jimmy, we're gonna do a react and then we're gonna play. I think they improved the economy a bit and changed the trophy system. The game will rise again. Oh, it's working! Guys, look, it's working. Is it because I had the chat? Oh, no, it's not. It's working, though. It's working, guys. I fixed it. I'm a good streamer. Let's go! PogChamp! Let's go. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you how you guys have broken my brain. All right? So listen, I'm a grown-ass man, okay? I'm 30 years old. I work with 40-year-old men, okay? I'm the youngest person that I work with, and I'm 30. Everyone else is like 40 or older, okay? So, now, if you guys don't know, I fix slot machines. I swap out parts and shit like that. And I'm helping this guy replace this monitor on this machine. Now, it's a machine that has like a flat deck. It sits on top of a bar, and then it opens straight up, right? It opens like straight up. So when you put the monitor in, you can't see it when you're on the inside of the machine. Now, like I said, I'm working with this 40-year-old man, okay? We put the monitor in, and he's filling out the meal book. He's running the wires and everything. And I go, hey, is the monitor working? And I look at it, and it's a brand new monitor. I go, damn, look at that bright new monitor. PogChamp. And then I realized I just said that in front of a 40-year-old man. And I kind of had to second guess my life decisions. But here I am still streaming yelling PogChamp. So, I mean, is it really that big of an L? Dude, it looks like chat's not working again. I thought I fixed it. I think it's got to be Streamlabs. I think Streamlabs, PogChamp is quite cringe. It's cringe when you say it in front of, like, other people, right? It's cringe when you say it to 40-year-old men. Bad streamer again. What do you guys think I should use? How to get stream here? Let's learn how to be streamers again, boys. So this is something I had to do like years ago, like 2 years ago. How to stream? How to get chat on live stream? How to get live stream chat. 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 months ago.
What's going on, guys, and welcome. Other than that, nothing.
Where do you set up your stream?
For our stream. So, output tab under.
Yes, I know that. Where do you put your chat?
Global audio devices. So in the video in 1080p, but your stream will be in 720. You don't want to go any higher than that. I don't want to dive.
Man, he's just talking about the basic settings. False advertisement.
What's up, guys? Redflyer here. Back on. It's Midas Type. You can chat. So I'm gonna move this over here. There we go. And you're gonna. You have a little box around here. We don't want it to look like that.
That's not
what
want
to see. You're gonna
copy.
now you're just about set. So you can press OK. As you guys can see, you have a live chat right.
Okay. So I suppose we could do that, huh? That's such work, man. That's so much work. Oh, hey, YouTube added new emotes. Sweet. The story of a 40-year-old man is going to be in my head for the rest of my life. How far have you fallen? Oh, man. You guys have no idea how bad my life is. All right. Recording scene. What? Why? What happened? Why is it working now? I hate how spotty this is. It's working. It looks like it's working. Everyone spam the chat right now. Spam, 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 spam. Spam L's. Say L streamer. Spam L streamer. It's working. No way. No way is that a good streamer. It looks like it's working. Sweet. No, it stopped. All right. Do I keep worrying about chat? The easiest way would be to cancel. Get rid of this dumpster. Add window capture. The control. That keeps everything. Forgot how to crop. There's a way to crop. I thought it was shift. Chroma key. Transform. Stretch screen, stretch vertical, stretch horizontally, transform, reset. Set color, clear color, custom color. I don't remember. All right, here's what we're gonna do, okay? Dumpster this. All right, so we're gonna do the YouTube intro, and then we're gonna watch some Kairos time video, okay? So, how do we want to do this? Do we want to try to guess what he's gonna put as the worst and best? Do we want to try to say what we think the best and worst of his picks are gonna be?
In this video, I'm going to...
Or do we just want to watch it and just talk shit? That corpse of a background. Why are you talking shit? Just mind your own business, Jimmy, okay? Nobody asked you, Jimmy! Oh, no. Why would you watch porn at work? Just critique his takes and be mad? That tends to work for me, right? That tends to work. Jam is 99% boomer, 1% PogChamp. Hey, at least I got the 1%, brother. Who watches that in class? You have to have, all right, in general, to watch porn in public, no matter where you are, to watch any kind of porn in public, you have to be, like, a little unhinged. Like, like, there's a certain level of, like, I don't give a fuck about society you have to do that type of shit. And it kind of, like, breaks my brain that people would be okay with that. You know what I mean? Miss the free candy and free lessons. Why would you get free candy? It's not your Christmas yet. Your Christmas isn't until January, brother. You made it a point to tell me that. Who watches that? Who watches that anywhere? Like, out of your house? Outside of your house? Why would you watch that? That's what I'm trying to say. That's my perspective on it. Alrighty then. You ready, boys? How do we do a YouTube intro? What up, YouTube? So, Kairos Time made a new video talking about the worst and the best brawler for every single rarity. And now we're going to watch it, and we're going to either agree or disagree with him, and we're going to make a great video. No, that's definitely not an intro here, boys. What up, YouTube? No, that's a stands opening. What up, Jam Fam? So, today we are going to be watching the Kairos Time video where he ranks the best and the worst brawler for each rarity. I'm going to see if I agree or disagree with any of these. I'm going to actually try to predict which ones I think. I'll give you guys my opinion on which ones I... Blah, blah, blah. See, this is how my YouTube recordings go. I'm not the best at, like, freehanding stuff. I've gotten better at it, but it's not the best. Stub, you got to do a YouTube intro, man. You got to do the YouTube intro. All right. What up, Jam Fam? So today we are going to be watching Kairos Time's best and worst rankings for each brawler and every rarity. And I'm going to try to guess what he puts where. Should I do the YouTube afterwards? All right, what up, Jam Fam? So today we're going to be watching Kairos Time's best and worst brawler for every single rarity video. He just dropped this a couple days ago. I'm just getting around to reacting to it now live on stream here. I'm going to watch it. I'll try to give you guys my opinion on what I think the worst and best of each rarity is, in my opinion, and then I'll see if I agree or disagree with Kairos Time. Maybe I'll like his points, maybe I won't, but we'll find out. So let's get into it. Easy dubs, boys. Easy dubs. All right. All right. The only thing... Headphones. Headphones. Scuffed, scuffed intro. It's not that scuffed. I've done worse.
In this video, I'm going to rank every brawler from
You guys can hear that, right? It shows that it's putting the sound out. You guys can hear that, right?
worst to best, but this is different than my competitive tier list. We're gonna be splitting brawlers according to their rarity. Also, the tier list is about like the highest level of competition, the best competitive players and what
Loud and clear.
This
Is it too loud or is it perfect? Is it perfect and schlab? It should be fine. Yes, we hear. All right, you know what? We're going with it. If it's too loud, say spam too loud in chat right now. You got about 30 seconds. It's good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. All right, so I have unpaused the recording now. All right, so here we are. Like I said, every brawler ranked worst to best. Like I said, he dropped this a couple days ago. He dropped this, if we look in the description, he dropped this on the 21st. It is the 23rd today, so let's get into his video. We'll see what he says. As I said, I'm going to give my opinion on what I think the best and the worst brawler for every single rarity is. And then we'll see what he thinks, and I will... see if I disagree or agree with it. All right, let's go.
In this video, I'm going to rank every brawler from worst to best, but this is different than my competitive tier list. We're gonna be splitting brawlers according to their rarity. Also, the tier list is about like the highest level of comp.
Oh, fun fact. I did not learn what they changed brawlers to. Like, you know how, like, for example, Brock and Bo were Trophy Road brawlers? I didn't learn what they switched everybody to. So... we're going to have to pause, and I'm going to have to go look that up. I'm going to have to pause and go verify that, because I don't know. Like, is Brock's a super rare, right? I think Brock's a super rare now.
Competition, the best competitive players and what the meta's like there. This is also different from my recent brawler
alrighty.
which is made for new players. This video is pretty much for everybody else, okay? If you're between 10,000 trophies and 40,000 trophies, this video...
if you're the top 25% of the population, this video is for you.
That's pretty much for you. First up, we have the starter brawler. It's Shelly.
Shelly is the only starter brawler. I do know that for a fun fact, so hold on to your horses. We're going to jump into... we got to go check the rare brawlers first. So, Brock's rare? Why wouldn't you... I feel like Brock should be super rare. That doesn't make sense. All right, so for rare brawlers, would you guys like me to put this on screen for you? We can do that. We can put this on screen. All right, so here we are. So we got Brawl Stars open up here on screen. We want rare, sort by rarity. All right, so obviously Shelly's the only starter brawler right here. So obviously she has to default to being the best starter brawler, even though she's the only one. So for rares, we got Nita, Colt, Bull, Brock, Primo, Barley, Poco, and Rosa. So I'm going to guess for worst, he's going to probably say it's probably Primo or Nita. I would say worst is probably going to be Primo or Nita. And for best, for me personally, I would put Rosa as the best rare. But I could totally see him putting Poco there. I know Poco got big buffs in terms of like damage and stuff. And obviously his heal is always great utility. So like I think that overall, I think Poco would be a solid pick if he puts it at best. But for me personally, I think Rosa would be the best. And then for the worst, I would agree with Nita or Bull. Either one of those picks. So, all right, let's see what he says. So we're going to jump back. I got to make sure I'm flipping between scenes correctly here. Nope, wrong one. See, look, wrong one. Also, you know what? There's no chat on this scene, so let's add chat because that was working. You guys like how scuffed? This recording is very scuffed in my opinion, but we're doing all right. We're making it through, boys. We're making it through. All right, let's go.
She's the best, she's the worst. There's only one starter brawler, so there you go, Shelly.
She defaults.
Brawlers, and at the very bottom we have Bull. Bull starts out really good.
All right, so he starts out, so he puts Bull at the very bottom. All right, I feel like, I guess because Primo can jump, I guess it's a little bit better than Bull's charge. I think Bull with star powers is very good, but all right, you know, I don't hate it. It is what it is, right?
Quickly falls off, especially in the current meta. Most of his damage is dealt point blank, and his super leaves him really vulnerable.
He said current meta. All right, now listen to me here. I say current meta sucks. This meta, the fact that most brawlers that are good are 3 burst shot damage is just terrible. It's very toxic, especially on this map. This map specifically I was playing yesterday. Oh my God, Sneaky Fields is atrocious with like Chester and I forgot what brawlers were bullying me. There's a whole bunch of tanks. Chester specifically was bothering me. But there's just like a lot of 3-shot burst brawlers that just are very toxic right now. So this meta sucks.
Vulnerable the entire time he's using it. He's kind of like El Primo, but he's actually harder to use. I wanted to give a big thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this
get out of here with this Raid Shadow Legends.
Play turn-based MMO game available on PC and mobile. Next we got Colt. I know a lot of pro Colts out there are going to be upset at this, but Colt just uses so much skill for you guys to use competitively. Neither his main attack or his super are really easy to land or to like consistently deal full damage. So even the average player who has some skill with the game, I would recommend other brawlers over Colt. Next would be Barley. Barley kind of struggles right now unless you're using him to try and counter a different thrower, but even then I think that he's probably the worst thrower in the game at the moment.
You guys remember when Barley was like super OP? They gave him that damage buff and he was like just insane, man. That was like, I don't know, like April last year. He used to be like mad good. Barley's still my favorite thrower, although I'm probably not very good with him. I'm not good with anybody, but yeah, I don't know. I like Barley.
Next has got to be El Primo. Today El Primo is about like trying to just stay alive and take as much hits as you can so you can charge up your super, because otherwise it's just too hard to charge a super. But
that's how it is playing tanks now. It's like you absorb the poke damage, you heal up, then you dive in. That's like how tanks are being played lately. At least that's the way I've been doing it.
Guess what? When your super is being charged by getting hit, so is the enemy team, which just kind of makes him a liability. Next rare brawler is going to be Nita.
Wow, he ranked Nita really high for a rare brawler. I feel like Nita struggles because her range is so short, but I mean, maybe that's just me.
A pretty basic brawler, and she's actually pretty good for like the average player, I would say.
You guys think that's high for Nita? I feel like that's kind of high for Nita personally.
She doesn't really get to control her super, but her bear is always going to be beneficial, and sometimes you can even use it in heist and get a lot of damage on the enemy safe using the right star power. Up next is Rosa. Rosa's never actually been a bad brawler, and she's very easy.
OP Rosa. I'm like, I like never lose with Rosa. Like, fun fact, that's why my Rosa's at like almost 600, and I did that all with randoms. I didn't even do that with a team or anything.
To use. Depending on how many walls are on the map or how many bushes there are, she is actually pretty useful in pretty much any game mode.
And then all the sweats who watch this video are going to be like, your brawler's only 600. You suck. You should quit the game. Why do you even have a YouTube channel?
And if you can overlevel Rosa, then she's actually really good. Next, we've got Brock. Now, Brock's a
Wow,
brawler.
Brock
Usually
Mad
all
Hive.
brawlers
Pyro.
are, like, not so easy to use, but his attack.
Pyro, you
is
called
so
him,
wide.
man.
It's actually really easy to hit your.
But he's going to put Poco
He's
number
awesome
one,
to
right?
keep
Poco's
enemies
got to be
away
number
and
one.
do lots of damage. So he's actually really solid. And what I would consider to be the best
Yep.
rare brawler, that's got to be Poco. Like, not even close. Poco got buffed a few updates ago, and I think that he's been.
Yeah, I don't hate Poco. When you have him maxed out, he does like 1100 damage per shot. You can put power gear on him so he does more. He's got healing, is both in his star powers and his super. I mean, Poco brings a lot of utility to a team, so I mean he's great. And his shot is so wide. It's just like stupid that like you can't miss shots with Poco unless they're outside of unless they're over here. But like if they're anywhere in this, you just auto aim.
Been a really good brawler for a really long time. Even if they do decide to nerf him, he's always been a really simple brawler to use. And like, yeah, he might not deal a bunch of damage. Like, it might be boring to play support brawler, but he is always solid. And I really don't think you can go wrong with him. Next to the super rare brawlers in the very bottom.
Okay, super rares. So obviously we just ruined the very bottom. He's gonna say Jackie, obviously. Let's jump over. So for me personally, my least favorite super rares. So for super rares now, we got Jesse, Dynamite, Tick. No, 8-bit. So 8-bit, Rico, Daryl, Penny, Carl, Jackie, and Gus. All right, so my least favorite super rares, the ones that I think are probably the worst, are probably going to be probably Dynamite, 8-bit, and Gus. I am not a fan of Gus at all. I know it's probably going to be a hot take. I know a lot of people are like kind of Gus fans, and he's a newer brawler, so he's technically kind of good, but I just find Gus really boring to play, and I find him very underwhelming. That's just me personally. Like, obviously, I haven't played him too much. I only have him at 172 trophies, but what I have played him, I'm just not impressed. There's a reason why I haven't pushed him to 500 yet. For my best rare brawlers, I would say my personal favorite is Carl and Daryl. Those two brawlers, every time I play them, I pretty much hard carry. Those brawlers are great for me. Carl, I pushed him to 550 with randoms, and then Daryl, I went on like a 9-game winning streak with Ace and his cousin, and we tore people up. It was like dominant. So I know it's only 550, but Ace and his cousin, I think, were playing in the 700s at the time, so I got carried up to 700s with Daryl, and I was doing fine, which means that he's probably pretty good. Alrighty, let's get back into the video now, boys. Watch where he places Gus, Togo said. Hi, Togo. How are you? Welcome to the stream.
Bottom has got to be Jackie. Jackie is one of the most basic brawlers in the game.
Jackie on this map is always OP, though. I'm going to say Jackie on Sneaky Fields is stupid strong. I know that Jackie's like kind of bad, but you could like destroy people with Jackie on Sneaky Fields if you play it right.
And she's incredibly easy to use, so if you were like absolutely terrible at the game, like feel free to play Jackie. But the problem is, once anybody has gotten any amount of skill...
Also, I find Jackie to be a good brawler to play if you're very tilted, because it takes no thought process other than your positioning to play her. So if you're tilted and you need a couple games to reset, switch over to Jackie and just try to get a couple wins in with Jackie, because it kind of like, after you get a couple wins under your belt, it kind of resets your whole thought process. So I find that, and since Jackie's so brain dead to play, I feel like after you get tilted, switch over to Jackie, and that'll kind of remedy your current mindset.
then they learn that all they have to do is just stay away from her and stay away from walls. So she's not that great. Slightly better than Shaggy. This just makes me so
Wow,
sad.
he
I love
actually
Jessie.
put her really
She
low. I
is
thought Jessie was gonna be
nice.
kinda
I
mid,
really like Jessie.
but second to
I think
bottom.
her
That's a little
mechanics are really
surprising.
cool, and that's not just a pun. She's really awesome. But even the average player is pretty good at staying away from teammates so that she doesn't hit her bounce shots very often, and her turret's actually pretty easy to deal with. Up next is Gus. Gus is actually a very competitive brawler.
See,
He's
look at
really
that.
good at high
Look at that, really low on the list. Number 3 at towards the bottom, man. Rosa was OP on release. Yeah, Rosa was stupid. I actually quit the game because of Rosa. That was before I did YouTube and shit. But yeah.
skill matches, but in order for you to play him, you got to have a lot of experience in the game before he can be like really strong. He can be really good if you know what you're doing and if your team knows what they're doing, but otherwise they're better off.
One thing that I hate about Gus is you can't auto aim his super because he just puts the shield on himself, and it's like annoying because like sometimes I don't want the shield. Sometimes I want to give it to my teammate, but I have to manually aim it, and then my teammate's trying to dodge shots of their own, let alone trying to pay attention to if I'm putting the shield on them or not, because they don't even know that because they can't see my aiming reticule. So like if I'm gonna put my shield on my teammate, I have to be like mad close to them, otherwise I'm probably gonna miss. Obviously that's a skill issue for me. Anytime I play any brawler that has just a straight and narrow shot, it's a skill issue. But but like personally, I just always struggle with Gus's super because you literally can't auto aim it.
Options for you to unlock, upgrade, and play. Up next is Rico. I am a big fan of Rico. I love playing Rico.
Really?
He
That
takes
low?
A lot of skill to use, especially if you're going to try and do some bounce shots off of some walls and stuff like that. He's still good even if you don't have walls to use. However, he's kind of like Colt at that point, and I would love to rank him higher, but for the average player, I think he's a little bit lower on this tier list. Well, not tier list. This is not a tier list. Make sure you guys do subscribe for my tier list because I do update.
Yeah, I would say that like if you're gonna compare Colt and Rico, I think for most people, Colt's gonna be easier to use. He's gonna be a little bit better, a little more consistent. Rico takes my voice cracked. Rico's more about playing him very consistently, learning how to bounce his shots the correct way. Like if you don't play a lot of Rico, you're never gonna really be great with him.
That every season. In the middle of the super rare brawlers is 8-Bit. 8-Bit's attack is very narrow, but he does have a lot of range, so as long
Yeah, I said 8-Bit was going to be towards the bottom, which obviously he's kind of mid, but I don't know. I mean, like, 8-Bit's a tricky brawler to play just because his movement speed is so slow.
as you know how to aim with him, he's actually pretty good. However, he is a little bit more, like, boring. I don't want to say boring, but he takes a little bit of getting used to how slow he is. But as long as
He's just a sniper brawler. He's a slow sniper brawler. I mean, like, you could call him a gunslinger because he shoots multiple projectiles, but I think that because of the way his shots work and everything, he's just more of a sniper.
you can get over that, he's pretty solid. Up next, we got Daryl. Daryl's also in the middle of the super rare
Daryl
brawlers.
OP,
He's
baby.
pretty easy to use, but there are some really cool things that you can do with his super, and like he's got a lot of HP. He's a very forgiving brawler to play. Like if you make a mistake, you got a lot of HP to work with. Up next, we've got Tick, and Tick is probably one of the easiest
Everyone's favorite brawler in the world, Tick. Everyone loves Tick.
throwers for you to play because like his attacks are so wide, so like you're unlikely to deal all of your damage with every single attack, but it's very likely that you'll at least hit one of the 3 mines on an enemy player, and that's what actually makes him so easy to use and great, as well as his super, which is so strong and does a ton of damage. I'd argue that not only is he easier than Barley, he's also better at dealing damage than Barley. Up next, we've got Dynamite. Now if I'm honest,
He put Dynamite over Tick? Are you crazy? Bro, Dynamite, oh my god. What? I mean, I guess Dynamite's a little harder or a little easier to use now that they sped up his Dynamite stick explosions. I get it, but like, bro, he put Tick is just like the definition of toxic and easy to use because all you got to do is spam choke points, and it causes people to like never be able to cross a certain point of the map if you do it right. I mean, Dynamite is good, but he's not as good as Tick. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. Dynamite is not as good as Tick.
I actually consider putting Dynamite a little bit higher on this ranking for this.
Like I said, I acknowledge Dynamite did just get a buff, and he is better. But, man, over Tick, you think he's better than Tick.
Super rare brawlers because he recently got a really solid buff that has made it so much easier to use him, and now you're able to more consistently actually deal damage against the enemy, and he really deals a lot of damage, so you can definitely consider him. Up next is Penny, and honestly Penny is one of the best super rare brawlers for the average player. Her super actually deals an insane amount of damage, and it does so pretty.
I'm saying it better than Tick, though. Tick does so little damage. It's not about the little damage he does. Tick is all about doing chip damage. And then your teammates finish off kills. If you never let them heal up and you keep them out of the center of the map, you're pretty much always going to win.
frequently, and it's really easy to
I don't hate this Penny pick. Penny's, you know, she's a mortar, and then like she's better with her shot pattern and everything now. I have not used a ton of Penny since she got her rework, but I know she's better.
place that turret in a spot where enemies are not going to be able to easily get rid of it. She has a fast unload speed, so like unloading her attacks really quickly when somebody's close to you is really easy to do, and she can deal a lot of damage then. And also her attack width isn't too narrow. She can hit her shots pretty well for the average player. But I would say the best...
Listen, I'm going to cut this from the video here. But he says that
best super rare brawlers for the average player. Her super actually deals.
he talks about how easy it is for her to hit her shots.
And it does so pretty frequently, and it's really easy to place that turret in a spot where enemies are not going to be able to.
Now, far be it from me to talk about anybody's skill,
unloading her
but he misses all his shots right here.
really quickly when somebody's close
He missed.
to you is
Oh, he hit one.
and she can deal a lot of damage then. And also her attack width isn't too narrow.
I don't want to talk about his skill too much, but like, this is some shit I would do because I don't really care about like that type of stuff when I'm editing and stuff. But like, he talks about how easy it is for her to land her shots, and then he missed all of his shots. All right, continuing on with the video.
She can hit her shots pretty well for the average player. But I would say the best super rare brawler has
Yeah,
got to be
Carl, let's go, my
There are not a
boy.
lot of brawlers that counter Carl.
Carl is
He
amazing.
Always a safe choice.
Carl is always.
Been one of the best.
Carl has always been one of my favorite brawlers since he was released. He's just so much fun to use. And when he got his flying hook gadget, he got way better. Like you could just it took him into being just like a solid mid-range brawler that did good damage to actually turning him into an assassin if you run this with protective pirouette. And then on top of that, if you just kind of want to do like mid lane control, you can just focus on just your normal attack, and then you can run the fire gadget. I forget what it's called. Molten magma or whatever it's called. You can run that, and he just blocks people off. The only thing is you got to be aware of what knockbacks are on the other team, because you got to make sure you play around knockbacks. So you got to watch out for BBs, you got to watch out for Groms, you got to watch out for any type of tank super that's going to cause a knockback. But yeah, Carl does everything really well and nothing like terribly bad.
Best brawlers in the game for a long period of time, and I don't know what it is, but like Supercell just they're not willing to nerf him, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because a lot of people actually don't play him very often. However, I can guarantee you, if you have not played Carl recently, you've got to try him. He is an absolute beast, and in my opinion, the best super rare brawler in the game. Not even competitively, just in general, he's really amazing. Up next, we got the epic brawlers.
All right, epics. All right, let's jump over to Brawl. Epics now. Who do we got for epics? We got Bo, we got Ems, we got Stu, Piper Pam, Frank, BB, B, Nani. Oh my god, there's so many epics now. Holy crap. Well, I mean, obviously they reworked them all, but Edgar, Griff, Grom, and Bonnie. All right, so for me personally, obviously, I'm biased. BB's my favorite epic brawler. But if I was going to say the best for most people, probably going to be Griff or Pam. I would say Griff or Pam are probably the most solid ones. Pam just does everything really well. She's a lot like Carl in that sense, where she's got a lot of health, she's got good range, she's got good damage, and she can heal. So she has a lot of utility in her kit. Also, Griff is just one of those stupid damage dealers. His super easy. His super is amazingly easy to land. He has an epic gear that gives him higher reload, so you can just pump out more shots. His main attack does stupid amount of damage, and he has a wall break, so you can open up the map. So any tank is basically screwed as soon as a Griff's on the map. So those would be like my two best for most people. Like I said, BB is my personal favorite out of the epics, and then the worst one, probably going to be Frank or Edgar. Frank or Edgar, they're very matchup dependent. Frank is very high skill. He kind of sucks to use in most matchups because a lot of knockbacks hard counter him. You can use his one gadget you can use the noise activating headphones to try to counter that act, but for the most part, I think Frank's going to be like, just because his skill cap is so high and he has a lot of counters, most people aren't going to want to use him. And then Edgar, he's very mode dependent, very matchup dependent. He gets hard countered by tanks, burst damage brawlers, and the only thing he really does really well is he can take out snipers and he can take out throwers. But the problem is that when you don't have your super, you get just bodied by them. So very matchup dependent, very mode dependent. So I would say those two are probably the worst epic.
Starting off at the very bottom is Nani. Now, Nani is not necessarily a...
Did not see him putting Nani at the bottom. That's A little shocking, but all right.
Bad brawler, she's just very difficult to use. Her main attack can deal some insane damage if you hit the enemy just perfect, but you have to have major precision and you have to aim her super the entire time you're using it. She can be amazing in knock.
That is my least favorite thing about Nani is being stuck in your super for so long. And if you want to do max damage, you got to go hide in the corner, throw your super out, and then do like 9 laps around the map, and then hopefully you land on somebody and you don't hit a wall.
Out. I will admit that, but she's definitely on the lower side of things unless you're a really skilled player. Up next has got to be Bibi. She needs to be really close to enemies in order for you to do something, but the thing is
Bro, how you do my girl like that? Come on! Bibi at the bottom, bro. Bro.
her knockback ability actually gets enemies away from her, which is very tricky to learn how to use. On top of that, she also has a little bit of a delay when she actually attacks, which makes her pretty tricky to use successfully.
And he uses this clown-ass skin. What is this? This skin sucks, bro. Bibi has so many good skins. Man, screw you, Kairos.
A lot of people are pretty good at keeping her away from her. Next, we got Frank. Now, as far as tanks go, Frank is one of the hardest ones to play. He does have some of the most HP in the game, but he has to stand completely still whenever he attacks and uses his super. That takes a lot of getting used to, and there are a ton of enemies that can actually disrupt him so that he ends up not actually supering. Or maybe
yeah, this is what I was saying. It's like, Frank has a lot of hard counters. It's annoying to lose your super by getting knocked back. And you can use the noise canceling headphones, but like you only get 3 of those a game, so you got to make sure you're super aware of everything. Then on top of that, being stationary while you attack just sucks.
maybe they just run away too. Like, that happens a lot too. Like, I love Frank, but he's definitely on the lower side of things when it comes to the epic brawlers. Next, we've got Grom. Grom's a little bit different.
Funny fact, hold on real quick. Let's jump over here to the twitter.com of the world, and we go look up AshBS. No, I don't want Twitter notifications. Get out of here with that shit. AshBS was saying that Grom is the number 3 brawler right now. And then on top of that, he was this top 5 brawler in the game right now. Recent projectile speed and damage buff. Make sure your team has counters to mortars, but you're going to dominate. So I think it's funny that he put Grom kind of like mid for epics when, Ash, who's a pretty well-respected coach / high-ranking player in the community, is saying that.
And then most of the throwers because of the plus-shaped attack pattern that he has. It's actually really easy to dodge if you're just paying a little bit of attention. So you have to have really good aim with Grom, or you have to work with your teammates.
Whenever I see Grom, I
shots, and
lose.
that's not always easy to do with randoms or like if you're not in a competitive setting. Okay, this might surprise some of you.
He put Edgar all the way up here? What happened? Did I miss something, brother? My brother in Christ, what happened? Why is Edgar all the way up here? Is he going to say because Edgar's really good in Showdown and duels is going to be permanent? No. No.
But I'm putting Edgar next. Edgar is arguably the worst brawler in the game, at least from a competitive standpoint. So why am I putting him in the middle of the epic brawlers? Well, he's a lot of fun to play, and he actually is not that bad if you're playing with people around like 500 trophies-ish, right? But once you start playing against players that do have a little bit of experience, he's really terrible. And
those are all negative things, bro. Those are all negative things. You can play him at low trophies and you'll be really good with him, but once you get up there, forget it, man. Also, competitive players don't use him either.
Also, he's usually only really good if he doesn't get hard countered or against brawlers that he is able to counter. Next, we...
And how many hard counters does he have, Kairos? How many hard counters does he have? This makes no sense. This seems like a biased pick right here. Like, oh, I'll just throw him right in the middle. So, no, like, I like Edgar. I don't want to put him at the bottom. Like, you put Edgar over Bibi. At least Bibi can, like, work when you're hard countered. Like, you can still play around your hard counters with Bibi. Edgar, he's just destroyed. You have to totally avoid your hard counters up until they're like, you play him a lot like Mortis, actually, where you wait until people do chip damage and then you jump on people that are like low and you finish off the kills when you're hard countered.
We've got Piper. Piper is probably the hardest sharpshooter to play because she can't really be played at close range, so you have to be dealing max damage from a long distance away. However, her attacks are fairly wide. On top of that, her projectile is very fast. I do think that she's one of the hardest sharpshooters.
I do agree that Piper should be towards the top for the epics. I 100% agree with that.
to pick up, but definitely not so difficult that the average player can't pick her up and figure her out. Next, we've got Pam. Pam's gonna deal a lot more damage if you have good movement and aim correctly, but you can still just get by with her with auto aiming, right? Also, her super is really easy to place in a good safe spot so that you can heal yourself and your teammates. And once you figure out those basics of Pam, she's really solid. And like
Pam's another, like I said, Pam's another one of those brawlers that's just super brain dead. Like, she does everything really well. She's got a ton of HP. She can do a ton of damage. She's got heals, and she just, and if you like, and you can even like hard counter people from shooting you if you run this other gadget here. You just got to make sure you land your shots. That's the hardest thing with Pam, is learning her shot pattern. But after that, it's like, she's just like super like brain dead, well-rounded. She's a brain dead, all-around brawler.
overall, she might not be like the best in any situation, but she's way better than average in most situations, which is why she's so high on this list. Up next, we've got B. B is one of the best sharpshooters in the game, and most sharpshooters take a lot of skill to actually use. However, B is not the most difficult to use.
I don't know if I agree with B being over Piper. I mean, I don't hate it. If you put them right next to each other, that's fine, but I don't know. I guess they're like kind of close, so it's not that big a deal, but yeah, B and Piper are like very close to each other.
Because she can deal massive damage up close, plus she has a super that allows her to hit enemies that are far away very easily and deal lots of damage, and you don't really have to worry about ammo conservation with her, and that makes her a great pick for the average player. Up next is Bo. Bo's attack has really good range, and as long as you're just like moving the right way, it has an incredibly wide spread, making it very easy to actually hit
Bo
your
knows.
shot. And his mines are actually insanely good against most players if they're not incredibly competitive. So as long as you place them in a good spot, you're almost always guaranteed.
Just don't throw your mines down when people aren't paying attention. Like when people are like respawning, or if they're like, yeah, I think Bo's probably a little high. You probably shouldn't put him over B, Pam, and Piper. I probably wouldn't put Bo. I don't think he's like terrible. He does good damage. He's got good range. The mines can be very useful, but like I said, you got to make sure you're placing them in smart spots or when people aren't paying attention. Like if you win your lane, like for example here, he's won his lane. So if you put the mines right here, someone's going to run right up and hit these mines eventually.
Guaranteed to deal some decent damage with Bo.
See, just like that. Just like what he did right there. Just like what he did right there.
Mines are
so he wins his lane.
Insanely good against most players if they're not incredibly competitive.
And then he ends up putting his mines
As long
down.
as you place them in a good spot, you're almost always guaranteed
And then he puts his mines down right here.
to deal some decent damage with Bo.
And right there, he's going to get value out of his mines because somebody's going to run right up and hit those mines.
Stu. Now, Stu is a brawler that if you get very good with, he is going to be amazing. And he does have a high skill cap, but he's also very easy to pick up and start using.
Stu, you just spam auto aim over the super, and then you're guaranteed to dash. All you do is spam auto aim. No, for real though, Stu's a very good brawler. Like, I can't hate on Stu. Like, even if he puts Stu at number 1, I wouldn't be like, oh, what are you doing? You know, I mean, like, that still makes sense to me.
His shots travel fast, and his super will just go in the direction you're moving, even if you auto-aim it, and he's a lot of fun to play. Up next is Ems, the third best epic brawler in my opinion right now. She has a very wide attack, and for how easy it is to hit your enemies, she actually does a lot of damage, right? Unless the whole enemy team just completely outrange.
Fun fact, when I came back to Brawl Stars after I quit from Rosa, like right before I started YouTube, Ems was my favorite brawler. I thought she was amazing. I mean, she's still very good. I just don't play her that much anymore. But yeah, Ems is like solid. I was very excited when I unlocked her.
Just her, she can pretty much be played on almost any map in the game and pretty much any game mode and be able to do pretty well. The second best epic brawler has got to be Bonnie. Her main attack's actually pretty easy to hit even at max range because of how wide it is and how fast it is, but you do have to worry about her movement speed, which is slow when she is in her cannon form.
Yes, it's like she's 8-bit right here, and then she turns into Edgar.
That's always tough to work around.
I actually really liked Bonnie when I pushed her. Like when I unlocked her and I was pushing her, I really liked Bonnie. I still think she's very good. I haven't played her this season yet at all, but I think she's like a great brawler. You just got to know when to use her. You don't want to be like too aggressive, jumping to 3-on-1s and stuff like that.
But her super is one of the best in the game. Also, she's just really fun to play, and that's one of the reasons why I have her rated so high, because, like, you know, the most important thing when you're not a super competitive player is, like, having fun, right? And, you know, winning. That's why. Winning is more fun. That's why I'm making this tier list. That's not a tier list. But the best epic brawler by far has got to be Griff.
Yeah, Griff's great. Super good damage, really good super, can break walls. But I think both his star powers are pretty good. Obviously, keep the changes a little bit better, but super tax or whatever it's called, the other one, the one that heals you, can be useful depending on what map and mode you're playing.
He is arguably one of the best brawlers in the game. Like, a lot of people think that he really is the best, and he's very easy to play. He deals tons of damage, and that makes him great in pretty much any game mode, any map. He is definitely worth playing. Up next, we got the Mythic Brawlers.
All right, let's go over to Mythics real quick. All right, so Mythics. So for Mythics, we got Mortis, we got Terra, we got Jean, we got Max, we got Mr. P, Sprout, Byron, Squeak, and Gray. Now, for me, I don't have a ton of experience with Gray. Obviously, I've only pushed him 82 trophies. I can tell you I get annoyed by Gray, by people putting his super underneath me while I'm trying to carry gems or something. Looking at you, Ace. Looking at you, brother. Anyway, for me, I would say, personally, Terra's my favorite of the Mythic Brawlers. Mythic, right? Am I losing it? Yeah, Mythic. Yeah, for me, I would say Terra's my favorite of the Mythic Brawlers. I think she's great. I think that even if you solo suck a enemy, as long as you kill them, you're gonna like basically 75% way charge your super back. So I mean, you can just like always win lane once you get one super in hand, basically. Objectively, the best Mythic Brawlers are probably either going to be Max, Byron, or Jean. For most people, Jean's really good in gem grab, and if you play with the right team, you can just pull people into you and then have your teammates just burst them down, because there's a ton of burst damage brawlers now. Max is just really good utility. She's not amazing in my opinion, but that's just because I'm bad with her. But like the speed boost is really nice in a mode like Brawl Ball or Heist, and then she does good damage and she's got good range. And then Byron, just like Poco, he adds a lot of utility, but he's a sniper as opposed to just like a general field mid-range brawler. So like you could do a ton of damage with your main shots, or you can just heal people up with both your main shots and your burst. Like he just does or your super. He just does like a ton of like, again, just like Poco, he just brings a lot of utility to the team. So I think Byron's very good. For the worst, I would definitely say it's Mr. P without a doubt. Mr. P is just bad. Like ever since they reworked his spawners, like I just feel like he's been very underwhelming. Adding Handle with Care to his main attack was a good call, but I feel like he needs a damage buff to actually be like really competitively viable. So that's my opinion on that stuff. So Mr. P is the worst. My favorite's Terra, and then either Jean, Max, or Byron for the best. Guys, I can't figure out what scene I'm supposed to be using.
This is where it starts to take a lot of time for you to unlock your brawlers. So this is where you want to start really paying attention if you don't have all the brawlers unlocked already. Oh, it makes me sad to do this, but Byron has got to be at the very bottom.
What? Did I miss something? Did I miss something that Byron's at the bottom, bro? What happened to Byron? What'd they do to my man Byron? I play him fine. I mean, I got him to 532. I don't think I did that with the team.
He was actually one of the best brawlers in the game for a long time, but he was nerfed recently, and now he is one of the worst brawlers in the game. Whether he becomes really good again or not, it doesn't really matter, because right now he's tough, and like if you guys want me to, I can update this type of video in the future if Byron happens to get a really big change. Next, we've got Mr. P. Mr. P's...
He put Mr. P over Byron. At least Byron has team utility. Mr. P, I mean, Mr. P adds pressure with his spawner, but over healing, especially if you have like tanks on your team. Come on, man. Come on.
It can be pretty tough to use if the enemy's at max range, and his porters just automatically go. And yes, they do have a fair amount of HP, but like pretty much everybody's able to just take them out pretty quickly. Most players don't even have to really worry about them because their DPS is so high. I would put Mr. P a little bit higher on this tier list, but he's been at the bottom tier for the tier list for quite a few seasons now.
Byron's team utility is AIDS. Hello, Alsdiff. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. It just looks like you mashed your keyboard. I'm sorry if that's your real name. I don't mean it that way. Alsdiff. I can't say it, man. I can't say it. I'm going to call you Al, brother. I'm going to call you Al. Alsdiff, did I say it right? Woo!
Also, it's tough to justify.
Also, Luffy 2.0, what up? Meg is the worst, but my first legendary and only legendary? Rough, bro, rough. No. He said no. I'm assuming.
Next, we've got Sprout. Sprout is a good thrower, but it's a little bit harder to use than some of the other throwers. Also, it doesn't have any answer to close range combat except for using its wall to push an enemy away.
It's auto self. Auto self, what up?
But that takes a lot of accuracy and like that's hard to pull off sometimes. Okay, we're doing Mortis here now. Mortis is surprisingly not at the bottom of the.
I don't.
hierarchy,
Yeah,
right?
I dislike Mortis a lot. I don't think that he should be worst here though, because he does hard counter a lot of brawlers. Brock, Piper, any thrower. Like Mortis does a good job when he's useful. He does get hard countered a lot. That's the problem. That's the main problem I have with Mortis, and people overrate him, despite how many hard counters he has.
Mortis takes a lot of skill to use, and even if you are a great Mortis, there are quite a few brawlers in the game that he just cannot play against because they counter him so hard. Around the 500 trophy range area though, he's actually a lot of fun to play. Just keep in mind that he'll probably get countered a lot. So like, yeah, keep that in mind. He's fun, he's worth trying, he's worth unlocking, but yeah. Next we've got Gray. Now Gray has not been available for very long, so I'm still forming an opinion.
Like I said, I haven't used Gray a lot personally. I know his shots are a little tricky to land, and his super is super annoying for a lot of people. But yeah, Mortis is overrated. I agree. I agree. Mortis is overrated.
But he is a lot of fun. He has some really cool mechanics to him that make him really sneaky, especially in Brawl Ball. With that said though, his attacks are very narrow and he has a very slow unload speed. Like you should not be auto aiming with his attack unless the enemy is within 2 tiles of you. That's it. That's all the auto aim range that he has. And even if you aren't auto aiming and you're pretty good at hitting your shots, guess what? It's hard to hit your shots. It really is. He's really difficult to master, but he does have a lot of potential. So yeah, I feel like the middle of the mythic tier is probably pretty good for him. Up next, we've got Gene. Gene is one of the...
Bro, you put Gene this low? I feel like this is low. So he's going to put Terra. He's still got Terra, Max, Squeak left.
The easiest attacks to use because of how far it spreads out.
Funny how auto aim and hit all. Funny how auto aim and hit all of them. No Gris. You mean Gray is overrated? Oh, Gray is overrated. All right, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Gene you can auto aim with. His super you normally auto aim unless you're like doing max range pulls, which you probably shouldn't be doing. Because you know that's just like a super high skill cap thing. Absolute terrible list. I do feel like Gene should probably be like top 3.
And
I guess he's got him what top 4, so I mean it's not that far off.
One of the hardest supers in the game because it takes so long to charge it up, and if you miss it, it could be the difference between winning and losing the match.
Missing a Gene super is such a feels bad moment, man. It sucks.
And or even if you just like use it on the wrong enemy, sometimes you'll lose just because of that. He's really good competitively, but in a less competitive meta, yeah, I mean he's actually really good. He's a great pick, but there are 3 better options. And starting us off at the top 3 is Squeak. Squeak can deal a lot of damage to enemies, even if he doesn't actually hit them directly with his projectiles.
Squeak.
You do still have to.
I used to be goated with Squeak, and then I quit for whatever months, and I came back, and I tried to push my Squeak the other day, and oh my god, man, it was so bad. I was missing everything. Am I free to play or pay to win? I am technically pay to win, but I haven't spent any money in this game since, like, I don't know, beginning of last year, beginning of 2022. I'm going to say last year because we're almost done with this year, but yeah. I mean, other than buying the Brawl Pass once in a while, you know, I've been buying every other Brawl Pass, but yeah, I haven't actually spent like any money to like upgrade anything or anything like that.
To aim with his attacks, but like you can still hit people on the opposite side of walls and stuff like that, and like a lot of times in non-competitive matches players will still bunch up sometimes, and like you can hit multiple people with the same attack. It's actually really awesome, and Squeak's really solid. Plus, if you can slow somebody with Squeak super, they are just they're in a world of hurt, obviously with the right star power. The number 2 mythic brawler has got to be Terra.
Yeah, my favorite mythic brawler by far. She's super good. Like, you know, she does a ton of damage up close. She can do little chip damage. Once you get a super in hand, you always win your lane. Both her gadgets are pretty useful. I personally prefer this one on really bushy maps. I know people only use the triple shadow one, but I personally prefer the bush seeing. And then both her star powers are very useful.
Terra has one of the most powerful supers in the...
What up, Ben P? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
game, but it does take a little practice to use to its full potential. She's another one of those brawlers that can be pretty
Terra is overrated. Get out of here, Pyro. You could leave. Bye. Unmodded.
useful in like any game mode. Her super might be a little bit high risk, high reward, but she's actually pretty easy to use because her attacks are able to like...
It's not even that high risk. You just throw it out, and even if you land one person, as long as you get the kill, you're going to recharge most of your super back.
Have such a wide spread, and if you get really close to an enemy, she's also really good at unloading her attacks really
Granted, you do have to land most of your shots
quickly and dealing lots of damage. But the #1 mythic brawler has got to be Max. Now, I would say this is true
Yeah,
both competitively
Max
and
is
for the
good.
average player. Max has enough
Max is good. I mean, her super's got great utility. Her star powers are both pretty useful. She does a ton of damage. She's got good range. I mean, like, there's really no drawback to Max. I'm just not good with her personally.
range and deals enough damage to where she can be useful in pretty much any game mode. Her super also gives her team a huge advantage. As long as you are playing with your teammates, then Max is really fantastic. Up next, we got
What are we doing next?
the legendary...
All right, we got Leggies next. Leggies. All right, everybody's favorite rarity, the ones that people are diehard for. There are, what, 6 of them now? I don't know. Is it 6? There's 7 legendaries now? Oh, man, I'm getting old. All right, so we got Spike, Crow, Leon, Sandy, Amber, Meg, and Chester. All right, by far and away, the worst one's going to be Meg. I think Meg brings the least amount to a team. I guess you could make an argument for Amber, too, at least, but at least Amber always has crazy damage output, where Meg is really only good when she's in her super, and that is very much on a timer. So I think Meg is probably going to be the worst one. The best ones are probably going to be... Chester, because he just has stupid damage output right now. I've already said in a previous video that I think Chester's damage output is that Chester is being hard carried by his main attack. I think his main attack does way too much damage, and then when they nerf it, Chester's going to fall off because you can never play around his super, and if his main attack isn't carrying him, then what are you going to do? Other than that, Sandy, I think, has great utilities. Crow has great utility with his slow. You do have to run the slow specifically to make Crow work really well. And then Spike just is a decent sniper option if you're not really great at aiming. You just throw a curveball on and you just kind of aim close to people and you'll normally land your shot. So, so it'll probably be Chester for the best and Meg for the worst. My personal favorite's Crow. I think Crow is probably the best, or my favorite of the legendary brawlers.
Brawler is what a lot of you are probably hoping for in this video. And at the bottom...
What happened? Somebody came in, a bot came in here and spammed the chat. Meg is the worst, Spike is the best, he will say. Chester's at the top, Meg is good, and Hot Zone. He's going to put Amber near the top because she's 0 skills. Sandy's worse than Meg in comp, though. Good opinions, guys. Good opinions.
We've got Meg. Poor Meg.
Yeah, Meg at bottom.
Gets bullied on. Meg is a lot more complicated than the other legendary.
Oh, like I said, she doesn't do a lot. She's got low. Like I said, she doesn't do a lot. She's got low health. She does like no damage. She's really only good when she's in her super mech, and when she's in that mech, she's on a timer. So I mean, she's kind of tough to play with.
Since she's released, sometimes she's just ridiculously strong, but most of the time she's just really weak and kind of inconsistent. And like, if this video is about telling you which brawlers to actually,
I think that if they either buff the health of the big mech, or if they made it so that its health didn't decay quite as quickly, it would definitely make her better, but it could push her into that overpower range. You could balance that out by making it harder to charge. Instead of it being 3 shots to charge, maybe 4 or 5. So you could kind of balance it out that way, too, if you wanted to buff it up. But I think that, as of right, but I think that if you made the HP higher and made it decay a little less, she would definitely be a little bit better
to put your resources into. Meg has got to be lower on the list. Second lowest legendary on this is Amber.
Damn, I called it. Let's go.
It's
almost like the smallest sample size was easy to pick.
100% of the time, and like 90%.
Next one's going to be Sandy.
Way to use her attack, but her super does require some good timing. One of the biggest reasons why I wouldn't rush to unlock her is just because she isn't quite as good as the other legendary brawlers are in multiple game modes. She's mostly useful at countering really high HP brawlers or brawlers that are like close range assassins. Next, we got Sandy. I know this looks like the third worst, but Sandy's actually really solid. Sandy's always been a decent brawler and is one of the simplest brawlers in the game to play.
Yeah, I like Sandy too. Sandy's always been fun for me. I'm sad I never was able to rank 25 him, but You know, he's got, you know, the sleep gadget's really, it used to be really good. It's still pretty solid. It's not as good as it was. But his super adds a lot of utility. Either Healing Winds or Rude Sands is always good to use. You can throw that down right in the middle of the map. It gives everybody invisibility on your team. And then on top of that, he just does really good damage. Sandy's new gear is awful. I think with Healing Winds it's okay, but it's definitely not a must run. His new gear is not a must run at all. It's not like Crow's Poison or anything like that. Say that Amber auto aim brawler is hard to use.
Not only are his abilities easy to use, but his super is incredibly useful and helps the whole team. The trickiest thing with Sandy is just being able to get within range to be actually able to deal some damage. But once you do that, you can auto aim with him and he's really great. Now this might be a little controversial, but up next I'm going to put Leon. I say controversial because some people really love Leon a lot and think that Leon is a lot better than I think that Leon.
Leon's another brawler that's a little overrated. I think he's very good. I think he's solid, but I think because Leon was so OP and he's got such a good design, I think people overrate him just a little bit. But, you know, if you know how to play Leon, if you're patient and you don't drive into 3-on-1s, Leon's a very solid brawler. He does good damage up close. You can pick people off with your super as long as you isolate them. So, I mean, he's good. Vision gear is wrecked Leon. True. I don't play that high where everybody's running Vision, so I don't know.
But that's not
Nah, Sandy's a guy, my friend. Sandy's a dude.
to say that Leon's not good, because Leon is a good brawler and has been ever since he was released. His super is very simple, and that makes his main attack a lot better since it deals most of the damage up close. And to be clear, I personally think that Sandy's actually a little bit better than Leon, but not by much, and I think that Leon is a lot more fun to play, so that's why we're putting fun a little bit into this not tier list. Starting off the top 3 legendary brawlers.
Wow, he didn't put Chester at number 1. I was for sure he would put Chester number 1. So that means what? Crow's gonna be number 1? If he's not putting Chester at number 1 because of his stupid damage output, maybe he doesn't have enough Chester experience under his belt where he's comfortable putting Chester at number 1. But I think Chester should probably be number 1 right now. But like I said, I do think Chester will fall off once they nerf if they nerf his damage.
Is Chester. Chester's actually a lot easier to play than I thought he would be because his attacks are so easy to hit, especially like okay, literally like even his 1 bell attack or 1 projectile attack is not that difficult, but 2 is very easy to hit, and 3 and 4 is ridiculous. Like you don't even have to actually aim your shots when you have 4. Plus, Chester can deal in.
Why it look like he playing bots here?
Careful with his random super, but even that was a lot easier to manage than I thought it would be. He's really not too hard to pick up, and I think that he's number 3 legendary brawler right now. And number 2, I've got to say.
Wow, Crow number 2, huh? You guys are right. You guys have watched this before. Don't lie to me. You guys watched this. Spoilers in chat, okay? Crow, very solid brawler. You know, the poison's very good. I love his new gear that adds more damage to the poison, especially when you pair it with Carrion Crow, which I have always loved. I think it's a very underrated star power. I get that extra damage. Luffy said no. I get that you know, making your enemies do less damage is very good for most of your team if you can poison all 3 people. But I think that once you get people underneath 50% health, doing extra damage to them is good. And the fact that it pairs with the damage gear and the new damage gear, the poison gear, and Carrion Crow is like a very good combo where it does like, I think it's 225 a tick. So yeah. Plus he's got good range, his super's fun to use, and he's just got a great design. I think Crow has one of the best designs in the game.
Is Crow. Despite being called a toxic assassin, it actually takes a while for him to take out brawlers, and usually he's best played as a long-range damage over time, just kind of control brawler rather than actually jumping in on people with his super. But
this man's running the shield gear in a 3v3 mode. Come on, man, you got to run slow in 3v3. Slow is stupid OP.
His attack's very easy to land. His super can deal crazy amount of damage if you aim it just right, and he's a lot of fun to play and like very competitive as well, especially as a counter to healers. And the reason for that is that enemies that are poisoned by his attacks will actually have their healing decrease in half. And the best legendary brawler in my opinion is Spike.
Yeah, I mean Spike's like kind of like a brain dead brawler. Like if you run curveball, you point and aim. If you get close, you're probably gonna land your shot. Like I don't think like Spike is absolutely brain dead. Like you do have to know how to aim a little bit with him, but if you run curveball, it's just very easy. But if you can master his shot without curveball, I would say Fertilizer is the better star power, but slow kind of fell off. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, if you can master a shot without curveball, I would say Fertilizer is actually the better star power because it gives you an extra utility with your super. But if you're a low skill player like me, then you should probably run curveball.
I don't think there's ever been a time when Spike wasn't a good brawler. He chips away at enemies from a long range and deals huge damage at close range. Plus, he can slow enemies with his super. He's just never had any weakness. There might have been times when he wasn't the strongest, the absolute strongest, but Spike has pretty much never been bad. And so that's why I think that he deserves the top spot in Legendary. And next we go.
All right, Chromatics, the biggest group. You guys need me to name the Chromatics? I'm not going to run through the whole name of the Chromatics because there's 15 of them. Like, it's stupid. Overall, though, I would say I'm probably going to be way off on this. I think Buster is probably one of the better ones. Otis is definitely a really good Chromatic. I think Buzz is solid. Buzz is my personal favorite Chromatic. So right off the top, I'd say Buzz is probably my favorite Chromatic. But I would say Otis, Buster. I want to say Lola just because she does stupid damage, but I'm probably wrong on that. I don't know. I have zero experience with Sam. I can't say if he's good or bad personally because I don't have Sam. For the worst, I'd say it's probably Lou. Lou or Surge. I personally, I find Surge very bad to play. Like, Surge feels bad to play, even if you run his Served Ice Cold star power. Because, like, he's so bad when you start out a match when you're at power rank 0. And even when you don't have your range buff, he still feels bad. So, like, I'm not a huge fan of Surge personally. Lou, I've never liked. He's my least favorite brawler in the entire game. I hate Lou. Just, like, his shots are hard to land. His super doesn't... I mean, his super does add a lot of utility. But, and also, he has the worst voice lines. Like, it's so annoying. I don't like Lou at all. But I would say, yeah, Otis and Buster are probably going to be... I would pick them to be the best, and Buzz is my personal favorite. And then Lou and Surge are going to be the worst for me, personally. Browser scene. Pop this chat back open.
We've got the Chromatic Brawlers, and kicking us off at the bottom is Colette. Colette's main attack has a fast projectile speed, so they're very easy to land, but the damage that she deals can't...
I don't disagree with Colette being the worst. She doesn't add... I mean, like, she does good damage to tanks and stuff, but, like, against, like, snipers and stuff, she struggles.
Be very confusing, and honestly, she's only really good in Heist or to counter tanky brawlers. If you're just playing in the average match and you don't know what the enemy team is going to be playing, chances are they're not going to be playing a tank. So she just kind of struggles, and the percentage is weird. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Next, we got Colonel Ruffs. Ruffs is another support brawler.
Wow,
so
really,
you need
Ruffs?
to know what you were doing. I
remember Ruffs when he got his damage buff was like super OP. That's weird, man. I mean, I've been out for a while, so but yeah, I remember Ruffs being solid. Like, you could unload his shots. He did good damage. After you got his treat the first time, like, he would just do like stupid damage.
When you are playing with him, and honestly, most of the time,
yeah,
you should just...
I agree, Ben. I kind of feel like this is the wrong pick here. I feel like this doesn't... I feel like Ruffs is better than what he's letting on.
Throw his super on one of your teammates, like the vast majority of the time. Plus, he's got some bounce shots with his attack that are a little bit tricky to fully utilize. And unless you can really trust your team, I recommend going with other brawlers. Next, we've got Lou. Lou's attack is really simple.
I will say he's right, though, with Ruffs. With randoms, Ruffs is really bad because they die way too much, so you can't give them the dog treat. So you're better off picking it up yourself and then just using it as a big bonus attack and using it to gate people off when you play with randoms specifically.
It's just really hard to hit all of his shots with him, kind of like Colt. His super is really good and it's easy to use, but because his shots are so hard to hit, he doesn't charge up his super very often.
Yeah,
unless you have really good aim, and at that point, well, you're ready for the competitive tier list. Next, we've got Surge. Even though...
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Lou and Surge. Like, I like Surge. His design and everything's fun. He's a fun brawler to use. I'm just really bad with him. And Lou, I think, is just terrible.
Surge does have to get past that first upgrade in order for him to be a good brawler. It's not that hard to do unless you're playing against really skilled players that just keep their distance and don't really charge your super on them. But every time you die, that resets his upgrades, and that's just asking a lot for the average player, because in most matches, the average player will die at least 3 times, and most of the time a lot more than that. Next, we've got Sam. Sam is one of the most complicated brawlers in the game. Pretty much...
I legit don't even know what Sam does. Like, I was totally out of Brawl Stars. I don't even think I watched that Brawl Talk when they released Sam. Like, I have no idea what Sam does. I see people throw his super out a lot. I know it can, with his gadget, it can suck you into it. Does he get a speed boost after he catches his super? I don't know. It's weird.
Everything that he does rearranges his stats, and then they could go back to normal in an instant. And there are many different ways to use this to your advantage, but as a close range brawler, he does struggle. He's not the easiest to master, and he's not even the best competitively. So that's why he's on the lower end of the chromatic brawlers. Up next, we got Buzz. You have to have...
Bro, I will never push a rank 35, dude. It was, I've done 2 rank 25s and it was a struggle for me. My first rank 25 was a struggle. Terra was not that bad. But I do want to push 2 rank 25s this year. I want to do Carl and Griff. So those will probably be my next 2 to do rank 25, but I don't think I'll ever push a rank 35. Unless I get hard carried by like some real pro players.
Really good aim to play Buzz because his super has a lot of range, and unless you can consistently latch on...
Objectively, I'm just like not that good of a player. Like I'm probably an average player at best, maybe at best slightly above average on a good day, but yeah.
...onto enemies with it, he can't do it very much.
Hey man, not all of us are gods at the game, okay?
Top of that, you have to know when you're going to jump onto enemies, when you can take them out, or at least be aware of where the other enemies are so that you don't get 2v1 when you do jump onto somebody. Next, we got Fang. Fang's super is actually very easy to use, and if you're close to somebody, you can just auto-aim his attack. He's actually pretty easy. However, you can only really jump on people if you have his super charged up. In order for you to do that, you have to hit from a distance, and his...
I like Fang. I think that Fangs is a lot of fun to play. I think that chipping people away and diving in on them when you get your supers a lot of fun.
His aiming reticle doesn't actually show where his shoe will go. That makes it really difficult for you to actually aim with him. And for most players, I think he's a little bit lower on the list, although we are about to like the halfway mark with the chromatics. Up next, we got Belle. Belle's another sharpshooter, but her projectiles are actually very fast and not too difficult for you to actually hit. She can successfully auto-aim at close range with her attack and her super, so overall, she's pretty safe to use as a sniper for most players. Next, we've got Otis. Otis is one of the most competitive brawlers at the moment.
How low did he put Otis? I thought Otis was going to be top tier.
Up next, we got Belle. Belle's another sharpshooter, but her projectiles are actually very fast and not too difficult for you to actually hit. She can successfully auto-aim at...
You guys remember when Belle came out and she dominated the meta? She was always in every single team and she always ran the mid lane.
Close range with her attack and her super, so overall, she's pretty safe to use as a sniper for most players. Next, we've got Otis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's got Otis right in the middle, huh? Belle is still great. He put Gale and Eve above Otis. Yeah, I think he's overrating Gale a little bit. I mean, Gale's not terrible, right? But I mean, they did just nerf his stun. You know what I hate about Gale is that slow. That slow star power is the worst, man. That is such a hard counter to most brawlers.
Otis is one of the most competitive brawlers at the moment. His attack can deal lots of damage, but it can be very difficult to land every projectile from one ammo, and his super needs to be used at the right time where it won't make much of a difference unless you're just going from the damage that actually comes from it. He is our...
Prime Vel versus Prime Byron. They nerfed his supercharge, did they? Yeah, I think you're right. I forgot, man. I thought they nerfed his stun to half a second, too. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Prime Belle was way more dominant. I think Prime Byron was very good. Yeah, they decreased the duration on the tornado gadget. Infinite Ricochet was broken.
Arguably one of the best competitive options right now. However, he's...
Yeah, I got everybody but Gray, Gus, and I think that's it. I think I got everybody else ranked 20. Hold on a second. I'll answer your question. Power level by rarity. Can you sort by rank? Closest? No, you can't sort by rank. Most trophies. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done Otis either. So yeah, those are the only 3 that I don't have rank 20 yet. And then obviously I haven't unlocked Sam.
About in the middle of the chromatic brawlers for most players. Up next is Eve. Eve has been through several nerfs
Eve-
since she was released, and
Eve
she is
over
still a
Belle,
very
huh?
competitive option. It's not too hard for you to
I don't like Eve. I think Eve is just a bad brawler conceptually, where she's got way too much health for a sniper brawler, and she does way too much damage at a long range.
actually hit her shots, at least with the very big egg, right? Because the eggs are 3 different sizes, and one of them is really hard to hit, one of them is really easy to hit. On top of that, they all deal different amount of damage, so you have to hit them with the right ones, but she can walk over water, which gives her a lot of escape options, and she's got a fantastic gadget for that as well. Next, we've got Ashe. Ashe's attack and super make him look like a simple
I haven't used Ashe in a long time. I just find him a very boring brawler. I find him like upgraded Nita, basically, but I guess he's solid, right?
brawler, but he's actually all about the rage bar. It can be really difficult to take just the right amount of damage and to heal for just the right amount of time to keep his rage bar full for as long as possible. He's a little tricky to master, but he's also really strong if you're able to do so. Up next, we've got Lola. Lola's attack is pretty basic, but it deals...
Lola's stupid OP. Like, I've always thought Lola was even good. Even after her nerf where they put the area of effect down to nerf your clone damage, I just always found Lola like super good. Like even after, like I said, even after that nerf, I feel like she still does a solid amount of damage. Obviously, she's got a skill cap where you could throw your clone out here and then aim and use your clone as like a detachment from you, which is, you know, really good. But for most people, you're just gonna drop it right at your feet, and she's gonna be really good. Fell off in comp, true.
A ton of damage for how far it can actually reach. And as long as you place your super in the right places, her super is also very simple because like you just put her right on top of herself and then it's basically just like her regular attack that Lola does, right? I'd actually put her at number 4 out of all the chromatics. And the third best chromatic brawler right now is probably Gale.
Gale dumb high. I guess for ease of use, Gale is very easy because you don't really have to aim him. And his attack, even if you do aim, his attack is so wide, it's like stupid easy. So like you're going to land a lot of your shots. You're going to be able to use your super all the time because the super is unmissable. What do I think about the new update? I think it's solid. There's problems with it for sure. They definitely need to rethink a couple of things, but I think overall it was a solid update.
In the last update, but I would still say he's a good brawler and he's one of the easiest chromatic brawlers to use because like his attack range is super wide. He's got a lot of survivability and his ability to like blow enemies away. Plus he also has his tornado, which is really cheesy and kind of fun to use. Also his damage is really solid and overall a really great pick. Next we've got Buster. Buster is
Buster's stupid strong. Like I know they just nerfed him, so like he's not as like he's not super OP like he was, but when I pushed Buster, I was like, dude, this isn't even fun. Like, he's so broken, it's not even fun. And I was playing him today, and he's still very good. But yeah, at least on release, he was so strong, it wasn't even fun to play him. What up, Gumball? Welcome.
very strong at close range, and he was picked a lot in the Brawl Stars World Championship. But on top of being a very highly competitive option, he's also really easy to use, and instead of having to dodge attacks, you can just use your super as a shield to block them, which is actually really cool. And I think putting him in number 2 for chromatic brawlers is very justified. But number 1 has got to be Janet.
Wow, I didn't see that. Janet being number 1. I guess like her super's got good utility. She can do okay damage. She's got very good range when you charge up her attack. I don't love the gadget that backs you out after your attack. I don't love that, but whatever. I feel like the turret's a little bit better, but I guess yeah, she doesn't really have any like super hard counters. She does a lot very well. She's a pretty well-rounded brawler, I guess.
I will admit that Janet's attacks do require a little bit of getting used to for you to manually aim and be able to like increase the range of them and stuff like that. But her attack covers a huge area, can hit multiple enemies, plus you get multiple bombs from her super as long as you time things right. Yeah, she might have a fairly high skill cap, but she's one of the most competitive options, and the fact that her attack range is pretty wide, very easy to pick up in my opinion, and I would say is the best chromatic brawler. And there you have every brawler ranked from worst to best. Make sure you guys grab that screenshot, and don't forget that Shelly is at the very bottom. I don't have space for her, so.
Overall, I think it's an okay list. I mean, like, I don't agree with everything, obviously. Like, that's part of doing the react here, but I don't think... And he wasn't trying to make, like, a competitive tier list. That wasn't the goal of this. It was kind of... I feel like he made a list of his favorite brawlers and then just said it was best to worst. I don't understand, like, there's a lot of questionable picks, like Bo over these three here, over B, Pam, Piper. There's a lot of questionable picks. Edgar being over, like, BB and Nani. Let me rewind this just a second so I can actually see the list. Yeah, like I said, a lot of questionable picks. Like he put Sprout down here saying that Sprout's hard to use, but I don't think Sprout's hard to use. I think Sprout has a ton of HP. You can kind of just spam your shots out. You could use a wall to cover yourself. I know Byron's not like the most popular brawler, but like I feel like Byron being under Mr. P is like just a travesty. Like that's not fair. But so overall, I think it's an okay list, but I do feel like he made a tier of his favorite lists or of his favorite brawlers for each rarity, and he just titled it ranking every brawler worst to best by rarity. Like I said, like it just seems like what it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, how do you define worst and best? Because it doesn't seem like there's a ton of consistency. Anyway, that's going to do it. Let me know what you guys think about the tier list that Kairos made. Let me know what you guys think about my favorite picks and all that stuff like that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And with all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Boys, that recording is 1 hour and 7 minutes long. What the hell was I doing? I'm sitting around putzing about, talking too much, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Do I play on iPad or iPhone? I play on a Galaxy S20. That is mine. 4 out of 10 tier list. I don't like this one. What brawlers do I dislike? Lou. I don't hate Mortis, but I do think he's very overrated, and I find him very annoying to play with. Specifically, I find Reynolds very terrible with Mortis. Edgar's really bad. I'm not I like playing Edgar personally, but I don't like playing with Edgar's. I've always been really bad with. What brawler was I playing the other day that I was just not? I was not getting it. I was just struggling with. I forgot who it was. There's one brawler I was trying to. Oh, it was Max. I'm terrible with Max. I like Max, but I like her design more than anything. But I'm just terrible with Max. So that's gonna be a YouTube video. A little React Andy content there. So, I guess we can play some Brawl Stars now, huh? Audio output capture. Oh, you know what the problem is? There you go. That's how we do it. I fixed it. Good streamer moment. I wish the chat was still working. The chat was working for a little bit, and then it broke. And then it died. Would I make a video about why I hate a brawler? When I make videos about brawlers, I talk about the good and the bad. I don't focus on just the bad. You're bad with Max too, dude. I'm terrible with Max. It's so bad. Yeah, when I try not to be too like, I try to be fair in videos where I'm reviewing stuff. I try to be fair about like what I like and dislike. Like if you watch my Chester video over on Raspberry Jam, if you watch my Chester video, like I said, like I like these supers, I don't like these supers, I think he's being carried, blah blah blah. What, everybody clear out or something? What happened? No, there's 8 people here. You guys are chilling. You guys are poggers. I think I need more coffee. It's 4:30. Sheesh. We've been going for a while, though. We've been going for almost 2 hours now. I don't know if I want to push trophies today. We should definitely play some Brawl Stars, though. The whole stream is titled Trophy Pushing, and we haven't played any Brawl Stars at all. All right, let's play some Brawl Stars. No strings attached. We're not recording or anything like that. We're just playing. Am I new to YouTube? Nah, man. I've been doing this 3 years, brother. If you look... Oh. Oh, no! I was told that shows my streamer key yesterday. Or today. And then people lied to me. People lied. Chat lied and people died. So this was my old main channel here. I've been doing this. This channel has 7,000 subs because of this short right. This short right here got 800,000 views. Oh. I don't want to watch it. So this short blew up. I got a ton of subscribers off of it on this channel, but a lot of these subscribers didn't actually watch my videos. If you look at my videos, I was averaging about 100 views per video. And like, I guess I was a little over 100 views per video. This one got 500 when I was doing skin reviews. Dude, these thumbnails were fire. Why was I so good at thumbnails? I'm still okay. When I do high ones, this got 1.3K. So like, I just wasn't happy with the way this channel was performing, and also the subs always were dropping. At one point, this was at 8,100 subs, and yeah, it just never went up. It was always falling. It never went up. So what I ended up doing was I ended up going and making a new channel and uploading over there. This is my newer channel. I started this one just over a year ago. We're at 300 subs because only my active people moved over. And we're doing okay over here on this channel. For the most part. I didn't upload for like 6 months. But I mean, we're averaging a little over 200 views per video. Some videos do really good, some videos do kind of bad. But yeah, overall, very solid. Like this is the channel I upload stuff on, and then the channel we're watching the live stream on here. This is just my streaming channel here. Do I have a code? No, I don't have a code, but I am in the creator program. I am a tier 2 in the creator program, but I don't have a code. Codes are only for tier 3s. There we go. Alrighty, let's play some Brawl Stars, huh? We do got a team code going if anybody wants to join in. I don't know who I want to try to play. What are we playing? We're playing Brawl Ball, Sneaky Fields. I'm just gonna play Chester. Why not? Do I play with fans? Yeah, man. Join up. Team code's on the upper right. I don't care. Glitchy's a fan. Sure, Togo's in. Let's go. Playing with Togo. Play Chester. It's a brawler that can't make me look bad. That's the strategy. We play brawlers that make me look good while I'm on stream. Got hit by the dynamite there. Try to take the Shelly out. Get the Shelly down. Cool. We're going to take one shot from the dynamite here. That's the heal. We'll just pop the heal. I was thinking about re-rolling it for something better like the bomb, but it's fine. Help me. Help me. Nope. That's all right. They should score. They should score. All right, Aslif. Thanks for hanging out, man. A Dio self. I forgot what it was. I know you told me. Oh, terrible. That's what happens when I talk to chat. I love how when I start playing Brawl Stars, that's when people drop. That's when people dip. They're like, all right, we don't need to watch this mid-ladder player play the game. He could talk about the game all day, but once he starts playing, forget it. We're going to re-roll this. We got the smoke. That's good. I like smoke. We're going to pop the heal. Heal came up. I did all that trash talking about heal when I was in my video. And now we've gotten heal 2 times in one game? 1 or 2 times. Just doing a little chip damage. Oof. I probably shouldn't have ran up right into the, right up into the dynamite. Oh, no, 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 no. Glitchy saved me. My hero. Just got the stun. Oh, no. Dude, I hate this phone. This phone always does this to me. I feel like I think it's the phone port itself that's disconnecting. I don't think it's the cable. I think it's the phone port because I'll have the same problem with charging the phone, where it just disconnects randomly. This is a goal right here. Glitchy, bro. Come on. Talk about skill issue, bro. Oh. I say that as I don't pick up the ball. Ooh, scored. Let's go. Easy. What was I even worried about? Bump, 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 bump. Goal. Alrighty. They should finish him off, yeah. I'm poisoned by Crow at the moment. Heal up a little bit here. We proceed to not heal up at all. I'm going to throw this right over here. Alright, Glitchy's popping off. He's about to murder that Crow. I don't know why he didn't finish the Crow off. That's weird. Oh. I do not have super in hand yet. He's probably going to want to super the... Yep. We're going to re-roll. I get the heal, of course. Oof. And I use my super there. That sucks. What a waste. Wow, Glitchy scored. Let's go, man. I apologize about the terrible connection of my phone. All right, we're on 3-4-1 rotation. That's a win right there, buddy. Let's go. Oh, there's a tear in the bush. Oops. My PC broke. What? I just see Pasta said what happened, and then he goes, my PC broke. He had a stroke while typing that. There's water on it? What are you putting water on your PC for, brother? Alright, I actually want to re-roll this. Bro! I'm not even touching it! The Primo's gonna come kill me, friends. I can't believe he didn't come for me. I'm just being mad annoying. Oh god, this brawler's so busted. Except they still scored. Can I play later? Sure. Pasta. Are you iPasta or is it Pasta Factory? I forget. Because there's an iPasta on my friends list that I tried to play with. And they didn't accept me. iPasta. Okay, yeah. So that is you. You just ignored me. I thought we were friends, brother. Stop! No! Guys, we got to score. We got 50 seconds. Reroll. That was a waste of a super. I don't know why I did it. I did it to blow up one box. Obviously, it wasn't the right call. It was yesterday, Pasta. I think it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before. I don't know, man. I've been playing 3 hours of Brawl Stars a day. Been playing way too much Brawl Stars lately. Glitchy, let's go. I'm not the leader of this one. I've been pushing Gale in solos. Oh, okay. I think you were playing solos at the time. I could be wrong, but I think you were playing solos. I'm supposed to be playing Griff. Or Gray. I keep calling him Griff. It's Gray. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna see if we can win 2 more matches. Dude, I hate this. I'm gonna have to play with my phone on the table. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we're gonna try it this way. Oh god, I'm not used to this. I'm used to using my thumbs to control. I can't do this. My dodging, like, I know my dodging's not good to begin with. Woo! I somehow managed to auto-aim that up. I tilted, what's that, 68 trophies? Or 62 trophies? Rough. Oh, Glitchy popping off, bro. Hello, sir. Hello. I'm getting destroyed. I was able to get my super up. I do have bomb in hand. Do I want to re-roll it? There is a world where I re-roll this. No, just throw it. We have nothing to hard counter this B, and it's really pissing me off. Their aim is as bad as mine. Oh, you guys can't see. Shit. I'm sorry, friends. I need to blow up them boxes. That's what I need to do. Oh, let's go. Got mad that I played with randoms until the 779 and got back for a bit at least. Oh, God, man. I don't blame it. I refuse to play. Like, I'm not good in solo showdown anyway. But I don't want to play with... I don't want to play against teamers and stuff because I'm just going to feel like it's unfair. That would have been a goal, I think. One more to 550. All right, I'm gonna try to win this game, Pasta, and then I'll leave the group, and then you and I can play, and then maybe someone else. Dude, I'm not even touching the wire, and it's unhooking. Trash equipment. My first rank 30. If you push solos, it's just teaming and camping. And that's why I say that solos actually makes the game worse. Like, if someone's a solo main, like, they might be good in one-on-one sometimes, but I feel like, for the most part, the meta is teaming, picking the right people to team with, and then just making sure, like, hoping that you don't get singled out. The Dynamite's in here somewhere. Oh, he's back in his bush. Is he just gonna chill right there? I don't know. I learned a while ago, like, there's no point in bashing solo players because, like, people are always going to speak out against or for it. So it's like, what are you going to do, right? Brawl Stars doesn't care if people team in solos, so why should we? I don't got anyone to play with, so it's my only option. Hey, man. Just hit up somebody in the Discord. There we go. 550 easy. Easy claps, man. iPasta, other friend. I can't read your name because it's weird symbols, or not weird, but they're symbols. They're not American letters, so I can't read it. But you can join. Team code's on the upper right. Dude, I want to take control of this. I want to take control of this club I'm in. And get people to join. How do I take control of this club? Who's the president? This guy. Somebody make me the president, please. Is that you, Ninja? 0 losses until now. That's fine, man. Who we playing? I don't even know who I want to play, Pasta. How am I supposed to pick who you play? Let's go, Buster. Who you got? I don't know. Rosa, Terra, Ems. Here, you know what? Go Ems. Suggest Brawler. Go Ems. You guys want to play? Oh, are we playing? We can play Brawl Ball. We'll play Brawl Ball. Let's be normies. Ah! Pyro, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I feel like you did great. I don't know anything about maps. Just play for memes. I don't want to lean against the spike, and of course I did. Right away I lean against the spike. I'm healing. I'm healing. We're healing. I just wasted a gadget. Boys, we got this, all right? Just clamp up. Tighten up, baby. Tighten up. Somebody take care of the spike. I can't do it. I'm scared. Not till I get my super. If I get my super, I can take care of the spike. Where's the spike at? I'm gonna walk in this bush and get shredded. Wasted another gadget. We waste those. Let's go. Ball champ. Let's go. Eat it. Woo, popping off is Carl. My man Ninja with the Carl. Sure, we'll hit the play again button. All right, no tanks, no hard counters here at least. I'm not scared. Kill the Pam, pretty easy. Easy. If I told you that I didn't mean to do that with the ball, with the super, would you believe me? It was only a bit of an accident. Yoink! See, this is what I mean. Buster's like, he's so good. He's not fun to play sometimes. Like, he's so good. It's not fun all the time. All right, this matchup's going to be a little tougher. Can't really take a ton of advantage of my super. I want to try to avoid the Shelly at all costs. My team's carrying with the hard carries. I know what's going to happen. She's coming. Oh, dear Lord, she's coming. The Buster's in here. No. Let me go left. Shelly's in the bush there. Oh, dude, I tried so hard. There's no music? Guys, you didn't tell me there was no music. We talked about how I'm not a good streamer anymore. Remember? That was the whole... Is there music now? There should be music now. We spent the whole first half of this stream talking about how I'm not a good streamer, remember? Pasta, get it in there. Punch it in. Let's go! Sag. We lost one, boys. L's in the chat. Bump, 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 bump. All right, so this shouldn't be that bad of a matchup. Frank kind of sucks for Buster, but I think I can handle it. And then this Dynamite's playing like an idiot. One more. One more. I'm going to go left lane, I guess, huh? I don't know why I just put my shield up. Dude, I played terrible there. I could have scored like way earlier than that. Part of the problem is I'm holding my phone in an awkward way to try to not bump the cable. I don't want to upset the cable gods. But the other problem is that I'm just not the best player in the world, you know? We all know that. Originally, when I started YouTube, I wanted to name the channel Not a Pro Gamer. Because I never, like, wanted to promote, like, I'm a good gamer. I like to talk shit about it sometimes and be like, yeah, I'm a god, but, like, in all reality, in most games I play, I'm just average. So that was kind of my, like, objective, was to try to make, like, a channel that most people could relate to. And I think I still have that as like kind of like an overarching goal. Yeah, this is a Christmas album here. Oh, just at the previous song we were quiet, but now it's nice. Okay. I mean, I could turn it up a little bit. I'm not cutting this or anything. God damn it. I haven't shoveled today. I wonder how much I have to shovel out there. It's 5 o'clock. I don't know if I want to shovel tonight, or if I just want to wait till tomorrow. Bring the ball up. Oh man, that's so frustrating. That should have been a goal. We had them push back into their goal and we didn't score. Really, the Primo is the big issue. I think we can handle everything else but the Primo. Which is weird, because we have an Ems too, and I'm just playing like shit. I got way too... I let that Primo bait me in. It's fine. It's fine. We lose another one. You know what? We take those L's. Well, I'll hold it. I'll put that one on me. I was talking a lot. I didn't play my best game. I'll hold that one, all right? That's on me. Some games we just try to be more streamers than pro gamers. And, or, yeah, some games we try to be pro streamers and not pro gamers, and it doesn't work out for us. Alrighty, this matchup kind of sucks too. But we'll make it through. Alright, team cleared that up. I got no HP, so I'm just sitting here trying to heal, boys. Oh my god, oh man. I supered that shit backwards. Guys, focus on keeping the pressure up. I let my team down there. Woo! Oh, Nana Fish, what's up, bro? What are you spinning about, man? You didn't score. Loser. I'm gonna die, though. That's the problem. Do I want to play? I was trying to play with these guys here. I don't know how many games we've played. I think we're hovering right at a 50% win rate. Oh, God. All right, that's a good move. Stream buffer. I'm going to super this up. Corner that shit. Let's go. Oh, damn. He just got 2 kills. Pick up the ball. Pick up the ball. Jam, you fucking suck. Woo! Did you guys see that? I don't know if you saw that because my stream took a shit. I don't know if you saw that, but my stream took a shit. No, you didn't see it. Ah! What a waste.